Hey guys, Terronicle here, and today we are doing a review of Bionicle 2016 Wave 2 Battle by Bohrok321 on YouTube, aka the best stop motion I have ever seen. Now, before we start this video, I just wanted to say that Bohrok321, if you're by any chance if you're watching this, I saw the two comments that you left on my Bionicle Insurrection review. Like, they came up in my notifications, but when I actually went to the comment section, they weren't there for some reason. So I don't know if you deleted them or if there was just a glitch on my part, but I was gonna ask you there if I could do a review of this series because I feel more comfortable doing that. So if for whatever reason you want me to take this video down, I will. I don't know why you'd want me to, but just if you do, I will take it down. Yeah, I just wanted to address that before we actually get on to the review. So now, on to the actual review, so I'm not even going to waste any time, and I'm going to talk about the animation. The animation of this video is, yeah, like I said, the best stop motion I've ever seen. And honestly, I think it's better than Canister Wasteland. Or actually, here, wait, I think the, movement of the characters is, on par with Canister Wasteland, like they're equal. But the reason I think that this video has better animation overall is just the use of effects in this stop motion are so good. Like Canister Wasteland had good effects, but this video, in my opinion, just blows it out of the water completely. Yeah, this video, it's just the animation is hands down the best part, and it's definitely the best stop motion I've ever seen. And honestly, I think it's too good. Like when the characters are standing, the characters are never still. They're always like moving, slightly, just to show just to kind of emulate like breathing. And I honestly think like for a Bionicle stop motion, that's too much. Yeah, because they're Bionicles and they're not humans, but still, I called them Bionicles, and I know that's like a really bad term to use. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're like they are Toa. Yeah, and I'll use the correct term. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, they're Toa, and they're not like people. So normally they won't they don't like breathe, and that kind of like I don't know how to like feel about that, but it's still definitely it's not a fault of the video. It's just like I love the animation in this video so much. Like, just the animation is just so good. By the way, if you're hearing noises in the background, it's because there's a thunderstorm coming coming over my area right now. So yeah, if you hear like noises in the background, that's what it is. But I will say that probably the weakest part of not just this stop motion, but all of the Gen 2 battles by Bohrok321 is the story. Now, the actual story itself is pretty basic. You know, it's just the good guys and the bad guys fighting each other. But some of the elements, now because there's no like voice acting in the video, yes, some parts of the story are kind of hard to follow. Like I know that like not all stop motions have to have voice acting, and I'm fine with that. But some of the things are just a little bit confusing. It doesn't like take away from the overall quality of the video, I feel, but some things can be a little bit confusing at times. So, and yeah, and again, that's just more like that just praises the animation more. Like the fact that we actually are able to understand it cut through the animation because the animation is just so good. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'll focus on something else in the animation for now. But even I love the animation in this video so much. But yeah, the story is kind of hard to follow at times, and that's definitely something that is kind of a con, even if it's not like that bad, it is kind of a con. But yeah, the story is still like pretty basic, just the good guys and the bad guys are fighting. And the story for this one in particular, right? Actually, the 2016 Wave 2 battle, actually the one I'm revealing, yeah, it actually has it has like more of a kind of complex story than the other ones. Basically, Makuta gets Umarak, the Destroyer, to, infect the Toa's masks, and he's about to shoot Lilo, but he accidentally shoots Akimu, and that, does some weird voodoo crap to his mask, and he basically becomes, crazy, and he ends up, growing with power, and the Mask of Creation, just overtakes him, and he becomes, this demon, basically. And by the way, one thing that I have that if anyone's if anyone's like confused on like the whole thing about not Makuta Ikimu like just shooting out a bunch of random different sets, if anyone's confused by that, because I was kind of confused on it the first time, the whole thing is like it's the mask of creator, or at least this is what I think was meant to be represented by that. Because he has the mask of creation, he's creating things and then just like using them against it. Again, yeah, the story is kind of hard to follow sometimes like that, but still, if you do understand it, then it is a pretty simple story, but you know it works. And again, the biggest highlight of this video and just all of the Gen 2 battles is the animation. And I don't think I ever actually mentioned that. Yeah, Bohrok321 has done a Bionicle 2015 Wave 1 battle, a 2015 Wave 2 battle, a 2016 Wave 1 battle, and the 2016 Wave 2 battle, which is what I am reviewing now, obviously. And again, I think that the 2016 Wave 2 battle is the best. So, now on to the set design / character. Now, the characters are just all the official sets released, except for, like, here, we have, like, a custom, like, Makuta as, like, Makuta the Mask Maker. But, yeah, the rest of the sets are just all the official sets released, and I'm fine with that. You know, it's not trying to be, like its own series, you know, I'm fine with that. But one thing that's kind of could have been better is set design. Now, again, like because I actually mentioned this in my I mentioned this. I don't remember actually if now that I think about it, I don't know if I mentioned this in my Bionicle Insurrection review, but I'm fine with just taking a camera, plopping it down on a table and recording it if it's a standalone, or no, if it's like a full-on like series where like story's the main goal, then yeah, I'm fine with that. But if it's a standalone stop motion like this, normally I would want a more complex a set design, but in this particular case, I'm actually fine with it, mainly because the animation is so good, it excuses the kind of poor set design. The characters move around the he basically is just recording it in his house. Yeah, they move around the house so well. It's really not that it's really easy to look past. And yeah, and honestly, he actually does something really cool at the end. Makuda's using the Mask of Ultimate. Spoilers, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that in the beginning of the video. But yeah, Makuda using the Mask of Ultimate Power, which he actually is holding here. Yeah, he creates an atom and then splits it, and then that splits the universe apart basically, and it just shows the house just floating through space. Yeah, I really liked that. I really liked that. With that ending, where he splits an atom, and then it shows the house destroyed, floating through space. So set design normally I would have wanted a little bit more, but here I'm fine because it's definitely not the focus of the stop motion. So yeah, overall, definitely highly recommend, at least just for the animation alone, because the animation is just mind-blowing in this video. And yeah, again, it's the best stop motion I've ever seen, and I'll give it that. It's in the top 5, maybe top 5 best animated, just best animation just in general out of anything I've ever seen ever. So overall, yeah, I said that already. Yeah, overall, yeah, I highly recommend it. And the ratings, animation 10 out of 10, of course. I mean, what else would I give it? Story 7 out of 10, and set / character design or presentation, like I put in the description, presentation 7 out of 10, overall 24 out of 30. I've said overall too many times. I'm gonna end the video here. Goodbye, guys.